Hello everyone and welcome back. We recently filed 2 smoking claims and want to share how to get a claim approved along with how to get rid of the smoke smell. When a guest smokes in your vehicle, Turo will charge the guest a $250 smoking fee. But in order to qualify, Turo needs pre- and post-trip photos showing that smoking has taken place inside of your vehicle. The presence of smoking odor alone is not eligible. Turo needs physical evidence and not just a host stating that there is a smell in the car. This is why we always emphasize on taking a ton of pre-trip photos, especially a good idea to take photos of the cup holders and anywhere smoking ash could land. Alternatively, if you don't have any physical evidence of smoking in your car, Turo also accepts if the guest admits to smoking in the vehicle in Turo messages. You have up to 72 hours after the trip ends to file a smoking claim. This gives you plenty of time to get your 5-star review before reporting the guest. Though you have 72 hours, the post-trip photos of evidence need to be taken 24 hours after the trip end time. Last month, we just had our red Ford Escape go out on its first trip and returned smelling like heavy smoke. Unfortunately for us, the guest had the car detailed right before returning it to us. He even left the car detail receipt in the cup holder, so we had no physical evidence to charge the guest with. We messaged the guests to try to get them to admit that they smoked in the car because Turo would accept that as evidence. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here's what we said. Good morning. Thank you for detailing the car for us. We noticed a smell and were wondering if it is cigarettes or vape that was smoked in the car. We are not upset, but just need to know what it was so that we know what chemicals to treat it with before it goes on its next rental. Thanks again. If the guest admits to smoking in the car, contact Turo support and refer them to the messages. Sadly, our guest kept denying it and we had to take the loss here. All we could do was leave him a negative review and warn future hosts of this guest. Shortly after the Ford Escape trip, we had someone rent out the Kia and the guest smoked in the car. Fortunately for us, this trip had plenty of evidence that they had smoked in the car. We submitted post-trip photos and Turo paid out $250 to clean the vehicle. Turo's no smoking policy states that if a guest returns the car with physical evidence to support a claim, they will charge the guest $250 in a violation fee plus an additional 3% processing fee. They also remove the guest from Turo, close their account, and the guests are unable to appeal the decision. But just in case, we always still leave the guest a negative review. Now, how to get rid of the smoke smell. Regardless of if Turo pays you out or not, you have to get rid of the smell. Having a car with smoke smell on Turo is a recipe for negative reviews. The #1 way to get rid of the smell quickly and completely is with an ozone machine. It's a good idea to buy an ozone machine before you need it to avoid any downtime with your cars. I do want to warn people who use it. You have to be extra careful with this machine because it can hurt your body. Keep it away from people, plants, and animals when in use. I like to plug it in and use it overnight if possible. To start your ozone machine, make sure you set it to 30 minutes. You only need 30 minutes. And you're going to take it, put it in the middle console. You're going to have your extension cord hanging out of the vehicle when you close the door, and that way when you power it on, you're not interacting with it. You should only use it in increments of 30 minutes. After the timer goes out, open all the doors and air out the car. Then drive the car around for a couple of minutes with the windows down. If one run of the machine still doesn't get the smell out, try it a second time. Then, if the smell is too strong and still somewhat present after using the ozone machine twice, I suggest a Meguiar's car odorizer. This one only takes about 15 minutes, and that should have your car back to smelling good again. A combination of these two things has always worked for us regardless of how strong the smell is. Give them a try, and I know these things will work for you too. If you have found this content helpful and want to see more like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.